Tashi, Shika. Where are you? There. Greetings. Glad to see you relaxed.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
fine.
How are you doing with the dogs?
I wanted to show you.
You want to show me? Let's talk first. We don't talk enough.
Yeah,
Finish your bagel. What are you eating? A bagel? A donut? What do you have?
croissant.
A croissant. Ooh. Ooh wee wee.
Yeah.
Ooh la la. I just want to make sure everything is good. You're moving ahead with the positive reward-based training. Yes.
Yeah.
And how is the recall doing? Is she playing any games with you?
Still, she play a lot of games.
And she's enjoying it. And you're getting a better relationship with her, right?
Not so much.
No?
Not so much. No. I tried today. I tried to use the clicker and I used the treat. And she is
And
coming to me immediately.
ha, excellent. Excellent. So you are having some success.
Now
Now you are.
now I do it. Today in the morning I have some. I give half of the food.
Excuse me?
I give only half of her food in the morning.
And you're giving a lot of treats?
Yes, and I'm trying to use
You
it.
can mix in the food with the treats.
Yes, I can mix it.
Okay, good. So this is what I want you to do. You say she does it in the morning. Does she do it in the afternoon too?
If I give half of the food or no food, yes.
Okay. That is a good theory that people use to keep their dog a little hungry for them to be more anticipatory of the work. So with her, is she over with you watching you eat?
She's watching me now with the
Good, good. So this is what we want to do. You don't have to show her to me. This is what I want you to do. I want her to be more intrigued with you and more rewarded by you. She's rewarded by being with your wife, by sitting next to her on the couch, not the training stuff. So you have to be more of an attraction for her. If she's liking the work now, work her in other ways beside the recall. The recall is just one. Have you played the 4-part fetch with her that I talk about all the time and that's in the program?
No, she goes, ran through the ball, touched the ball and came back.
Okay. I want you to start just having the other ball ready. So to remember, you have at least 3 balls, and you try and have 2. As soon as she drops the 1, you have 1, you throw 1, now you have 2. Okay. She's got 1. She comes back. She doesn't drop it. You still take another ball and throw it. If she doesn't trace that one, you just walk over and pick it up. And now you have 2 again. You squeak them, make them exciting, and throw them. If she doesn't go after the second one, squeak the third one and throw it. She's going to go after one of them because you're going to go and pick them both up. Now, she's going with you. She's got 1 ball, but you're not interested in her. You're busy picking up your balls. Yes. Okay. So now she's going, what the heck's going on here? Dad's not playing with me. He's playing with these balls. I throw the next one. She's going to drop the other one, and you're going to call her back, and you're going to squeak the other ball and throw it right away. And then she's going to start getting into a rhythm with you where you always have the 3 balls or 2 balls. She's always got 1, and you start trading for her. You take one of the balls and squeeze it, have your hand right on the ball, so when she drops it, you give her the other one, then throw the other one. You keep on mixing up the game. Now, I do this with people. And it can be very confusing if you don't hear me good or your coordination isn't fast enough and you
Yeah.
can get frustrated. Okay. So I want to explain it first because when I do it, if I do it with you, if you want me to do it with you, it's like I call it boot camp, where you have to be listening to me very quickly and act very quickly to pick the ball up and excite your dog, because that's the rhythm of the game. That's what they understand, that you're constantly in charge of the balls. You're squeaking them and getting excited and expecting them to give it to you and to run back with you quickly. And they already do it. I know, because I've seen them do it. Now, I've seen him do it. I didn't watch her do it because she wasn't paying any attention to you. Okay.
Yeah.
But now I know she is. So we can do, I tried doing it before, but it didn't work because she wasn't playing good. Not this session. Okay. This is number 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next session, I want you to practice it like I told you, and then we can do the boot camp version of me yelling at you. You know, if she's got it already, then I just want to watch you do it, and I'll give you other hints to keep her involved in the game.
Okay.
Now, if she gets uninvolved in the game, I want you to pick up all 3 balls, walk away, give her a few minutes, and then start a new game with her, some other game that we can talk about.
What I was doing today, I have her in one place and I asked her to sit. I give a treat and I said, wait. And I went to another place and I called her. And she looked for me and I click and I give the thing.
That's the way we do it. Okay. But now you can sit her, tell her to stay, go 10 feet, turn around and call her. Have her sit in front of you, give her a treat, put her into heel, another treat. Click and treat, click and treat. Always say in your mind, click and treat, click and treat. You got the click R on your finger. You have it ready, but you understand it's all good. It's all good. That's all I can tell you. It's all good. So we're going to work with the clicker now. Okay. Now, how about the walks? How are you taking them for walks?
Yes, yes.
How's that going?
It's going okay. When I put the leash, she came to me to put the leash. There are times not. When she comes.
All right. This is what I want you to do for that one. You got the leash. You call her. She comes. Put the treat on the other end of on the other side of the leash and collar. When you put it on her, she gets a treat.
Yes.
Okay. Click and treat. Click and treat. You can sometimes you look at her and you put her in a default sit when she comes. Yes. Put the leash and collar on with a click and treat. You click the sit, click the collar going on.
Yes.
Okay. Make that part of the game where she wins. See, the object is your dog wins all the time.
Yeah.
I play a game called Tug of Peace. You don't play tug with your dogs, do you?
Not with her, with Tashi a little bit.
Tug of Peace, dog always wins. Tashi should always win. It'll help build his confidence. All right, what are you doing? You're working with your dog? You're working her. Okay. You want to work her? You don't want to talk anymore?
Yeah, but I want to understand. The balls, you have 3 balls, you said.
Yes. 3 balls. You can have 4 too, but never 2. Always at least 3 or 4, because they're your balls and you're always she always sees you picking them up. You understand? They become your balls. Then she wants to go after the ball that you throw because they're your balls. Now she gets a chance to play with that other ball. Okay. Everything is in the moment. We're planning out. That's why, I have a saying I use, dog mentalism. Yes.
Yeah.
Some people like it. Some people don't like it. But the meaning of it is what is important. What are you doing? You working your dog?
No, I'm trying to see I have opened the bag.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want you to let her do that to you. Look at me. This is boot camp. When you start looking at her, you're rewarding her. She's winning, but
I'm looking at the bag.
Oh, she's not there?
No, she's laying down there. I'm trying
to. Okay, I thought you were working her. I thought you were using the treats because I can't see you good. I only, can you give me a lower shot? Yes, good. No, give me your whole head. I want your whole head. Thank you. Very handsome man. Perfect. Perfect. This way I get a better view. I know I don't want to make a mistake and think, the wrong thing.
The bag easy, they make it easy to pick the treats, and I don't lose time on that.
All right. But look, you understand everything now. I can hear by the questions you're asking me. You got the rhythm. Okay. You got the click and treat, click and treat. Look for your dog to it. Same thing when you walk. Does she pay attention to you when you walk?
He look at me all the time.
Perfect. Perfect. I wish my dog did.
She looks at me because she knows that I'm going to put my hand in the pocket and I'm going to give a treat.
Well, as long as she's looking at you, number one, perfect. Okay. That's the secret of loose leash walking. Your dog is paying attention to you.
That's right. When they lose the attention, they are not with you.
Correct. So is Tashi off the trazodone 50s?
He's in the back, but
I don't like that for him. I feel as if he's the orphan child in the back.
No. He's in not the back of the house. He's in the front of the house, in back of us.
And what is he doing?
He's laying in the couch, and I want to take time to be.
All right, look, I just had a talk with my wife about that. Okay. I'm looking at my dog. She went crazy at another dog this morning. The guy comes walking, I'm trying to get away from him to get outside the distance. And then I go, okay, there's nowhere for me to go. I got to hide every time I see this guy. I'm going to let him see how my dog acts when she sees another dog. She's very frightening. And then I got to start pulling her, all because she doesn't pay attention to me when I'm on the wall. I try giving her treats. She could bite at my hand too, but she doesn't care about the treats. She doesn't care about the clicker. She cares about nothing. It's my fault. I know it's my fault. So my wife and I made a deal that we're going to go to the dog park, because I take dogs to the dog park to have them interact on the leash, not to run around and get crazy and fight. So it's my fault. Now, then I got to decide, the dog is always on the bed. She's sleeping, happy. She's not paying attention to me. What kind of dog do I want? Do I want a dog that's giving me the affection, that's basically being a bit of a service dog? She's my service dog. But if she's not paying attention out in the street and she sees another dog, my goose is cooked. She can't be my service dog.
Yeah.
But you don't have that problem with your dogs.
No problem. When we approach another dog, we don't play with them when they are in a leash, because it's a mess. We said when we are walking, what we try to do, we show some food and they look at us.
Good.
Another thing. When they bark, we
So let me ask you another question. This is something I wanted to use. How is Tashi doing with loss of control you talked about?
He's doing terrible when he loses control, because when he feels a storm,
When does he lose control?
when there is a storm coming,
That's it?
when there is a noise, or in the 4th of July with the noises.
I had dogs their whole lives. That was an issue, no matter how well trained they are.
And I go walking with them.
Did I suggest this for you?
Yeah, I know.
What did I suggest last time?
I don't remember what I suggested that time.
Okay, now this is what we're going to talk about. We use operant conditioning. Yes, that's what we use. But there comes a time when we have to think about Pavlov, okay, and something called flooding, which is not operant conditioning. Okay, we can get maybe a recording of storms.
I have
Play it. Have it. Did you play it very loud?
No, the thing is we don't play. That's a problem.
I want you to play it for 24 hours. That's called flooding. Your dog, They do the same, not 24 hours, but that's an example.
I know with
You know what, a gun dog
yeah,
hunting, they do the same thing. They fire guns.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
called flooding. You do the same thing. My dog is reactive. I would take her in a pen with 100 dogs and let her and have her on a leash and let them all come run up to her. I would flood her with as many dogs as I could.
no with flooding is
Yeah.
flooding with the stimuli. It's given a lot of stimuli.
So it's not a pleasant thing. It's not what we want to do. But if a dog has a natural fear that's
Yeah.
implanted in them,
Then-
I don't know of any other way. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. If you know of another, you tell me.
Well, there is a desensitizing
Desensitizing, yes.
to go to low music to increase the volume. Slowly,
Well, the same principle is supposed to act when you desensitizing. When my dog would see other dogs, I give her treats. I can do that outside the reaction zone. Okay, if I call her outside the reaction zone, but you're talking about gunshots and we don't have that same ability.
tones. Yeah, I have the record and I didn't use. One time I put close to Tashi, very low level, and he didn't move.
What was it? A low what?
Low level of the volume, a low volume. The thunderstorms record.
Okay, so good idea. A little louder, a little louder, a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
louder,
Yeah,
a little louder.
we didn't follow with that. But he didn't move, didn't do anything.
So try it.
You feel completely okay.
Okay, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm going over the sheet you gave me,
Yeah,
the questionnaire, and I want to make sure that we hit everything. And I think we have. So I would, and the only thing that you mentioned with Shika, she's not running from you, right?
she's running from me.
She's still,
Yeah.
why?
Why? I don't know, because she feel afraid. Yesterday,
When you call her,
when I called her, she came to, how can I tell you? To 5 meters. You know what's 5 meters?
5 meters?
4 meters, yes.
Yeah, 15, 20 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. And stop there. And she move a little bit more, and she get to 1 meter distance and stop.
When?
When we want to call her for give food.
When though? Under what circumstances?
When I'm in the house.
Okay. Look. I think I know what's going on. Okay. I think. Let me speculate, and you tell me what you think. And I'll use again my example. Sometimes now my dog is a stray like yours. Okay. They were found, right? Sometimes inside of you, okay, because she upset me today, okay, and when you got back to the house, she didn't want to, she was frightened of me. I could see it. Her tail was down and she's looking at me, and when I walk, she moves away from me. Now I know she loves me. I know she knows recall if I call her anytime, but sometimes there may be something that we are not aware of,
Okay, that's what
that we are giving off.
Yes.
Some frustration, some breathing abnormality, where it shows stress. Okay. And they pick that up, and we don't know they're picking it up, and they won't come to us. She won't come in here. The secret on that is not to, if you see that, cut it, walk away.
No.
Because then we're reinforcing that behavior in them.
That's right.
Okay. So I think that's a good idea. I think maybe just use a little bit more awareness. not asking her to do the things that maybe she can't do because of some trauma that we're not aware of, or some learned behavior that we're not aware of. I think it's quite natural for the dogs to be afraid of lightning and thunder and gun. It's just beyond their natural world.
Yeah.
Okay. So as for desensitizing, I think you're on the right track. You have the, it's just the execution, okay,
That's right.
that we're working on.
But she walks and stays 1 meter from me, and I show the food. She's seeing the food.
Toss it to her. Click and toss.
I toss to her, and she eats in the ground. I toss closer. I toss the food to her.
Yeah.
She move a little bit more closer. A little bit more closer. When it's 20 centimeters from me, she get back. And
That's okay. That's okay. Don't push it to the end. End on, okay. Always end on a positive.
Okay.
Always end the exercises with a positive, and you can't lose.
Okay.
And she wins.
That means you said that after the 20 centimeters, if she wants a thing, she's going to take it one day.
Correct. But always end on the positive. This way you're looking at the positive. Just end at 20 centimeters and then get, but I don't think you ought to push it that far. I think you ought to toss it and end it before the 20 centimeters.
Okay. Okay.
Because you're almost asking for failure when you know she's not doing it. And she will regard that as part of the exercise.
Because when say that I call her and she doesn't come, what I do, I call Tashi, and he comes and I give the treat. There she comes.
All right. Well, again, we have to look to succeed. We're always looking for success, for reward for the dog. Well, somebody's coming up around. I heard something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can work if you want, but I think this can be more valuable sometimes. That we find, because you're a good enough trainer. I think you're what I would call in the higher echelon training, maybe even expert trainer. So a lot of my expert trainers that I work with are more happy just to work on technique that they can take with them.
Yeah.
Yes. When you train, because, unless you need boot camp, with me raising the level or maybe seeing things during the training that you might not see because, we're videotaping everything. We can train a little if you want, or if you have any other questions. I just wanted to make sure we took care of everything that is in your questionnaire, and I think we have.
My problem is the timing, because it takes time for me to do this, to give the treat. I don't do so fast.
I wish I had a solution for that one. I don't have a good solution for you other than to practice online with the games that they have. If it's physical, I don't have a solution other than making your treats more accessible. You have a treat bag, so that's
in my hand.
Yeah. I sometimes hold several treats in my hand and then try and give them off one at a time.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to do now.
Okay.
Let's see if you can see some things I can do. Let's see.
All right, let's try the weight, the 5 foot weight, the 10 foot weight, the 20 foot, 15, and see how well she does with that.
Okay.
That's something new. That's without you running and hiding.
Let's see. You said to maintain her a distance and call her from the far place.
All right, no. Just to start, get me a doggy level so I can see everything.
Yeah. At this
Good.
time, I didn't call
Good.
her.
I want you to go on the other side of the rug. First get her just to come and pay attention to you a little bit. When you start your clicker training, have her do a few what's called puppy push-ups. Sit down, sit, and then start. Is that okay? Good. Put her in a down. Put her in a down. No, don't treat her.
down.
Click and I want you to use a happier voice.
Okay,
All right, get her into sit.
sit.
Happy voice. Good. All right. Go on the other side of her and get her to sit in front of you because we're going to start that way. Go around the other side of her, right in back of her, all the way in back. That's it. Put her in a down.
Down.
Happy. Good. Click and treat. No. Do not give the treat when she sits back up. She's got to be in the down position. Put her in a down and keep her there. Okay. I want you to get used to this. Look at me. Down. Do it slow. Down. All right. Put her in a sit. Put her in a stay and walk. Take 5 steps.
Down.
Put her, no, that's a down. I said a stay. And make sure her elbows get down on the ground before you give her.
Stay.
All right. Now I want you to, good. Call her.
Come. Sit.
Okay. You had to, all right, listen to me now. You have to wait for her to approach. If she knows how to sit, wait for her to sit. Then click and treat. Come back, have her turn around and come toward the camera, do the same thing. Oh, no, look at me. And I want, can you take that leash off of her?
Yes. That's the thing. If I take the leash, she runs. But let's see.
That's why I asked. All right, that's good. Go sit back down. Go sit back down right behind you. Right behind you. I need to talk to you. Oh, right there in that chair. Perfect. Look, this is what you're doing. I don't know if physically it's a problem, but this is what you're doing. You're doing this. Down, and then you're going down. Okay. It should look like this. You're up straight. Down. You hear how my voice goes up at the end. Down. When her elbows hit the ground, you click and treat. It looks like this. Down, click, and treat, and back up. You're down too much of the time. We always need this position of leadership. Okay. And when you're, and I know that maybe some physical complications here, but the ideal is to do everything up here and then click and treat quickly. That's the system. The accuracy of the click is when the whole elbows hit the ground on a down. It's when the butt hits the ground on a sit. That's when the click happens. The treat can take a second more, 2 seconds more, 3 seconds more. That's not the important part. They say you have up until a minute, but I don't believe it. I believe the treat should be within 5, as long as your dog is looking at you. That's all you're really trying to accomplish is get that treat delivery.
Let's
The
see.
accuracy and the speed comes from the clicker.
Okay. Let's see.
All right.
Let's try.
So that's important. Now that leash, come back. Yeah, I don't want you to run after her on any of this stuff because she's too much in control. Where is she now?
It's under the table here.
All right, good. Leave her. I've seen enough. I've really seen the answers to the questions that you have. That leash on her, I would suggest if you want to keep, it's called I gotta remember what it's called. You can buy small, light little leashes that just allow, that are very light. Yeah.
I have this leash.
Yeah. Well, that's a little heavier, but it's okay. It'll serve the purpose. If then she knows it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it now. Again, you know enough about this stuff. You can do it on your own. But I want you to see if she'll work with a shorter lead so it doesn't get in the way.
That's a leash. It's very short.
Yeah, that's okay. But we only have it on there to let her know it's time to work.
Okay. You want me to put this now?
No, I want you to work it out on your own so you can, I mean, you can, but I want to leave her alone for a few minutes. See, this is what I think is going on here. We don't want to overwork her and make it a drudgery.
No.
Okay, so like I said, if you want to, you took the red one off so I could see what would happen. And she said, okay, daddy, I'm out of here. And I don't want you to be a taskmaster to her. You understand? I want her to like working with you.
Yeah. What
She's
does
more enthusiastic with the games, right? With the fetch and all that.
Well, the thing is, it's going to be difficult for me to have 3 balls.
For you to have what?
To have 3 balls in my hands.
Oh, well, that's okay. You can put them in your pocket. As long as you're not going to have 3. She always has 1.
Yeah, you said 3. Okay.
She always has 1. And you're all the time, it's called trading with her, with the balls. This is in part the trade.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand. That's for fetching.
That's for fetching, but in fetching, we have get it. We have get it, take it, bring it, give it. There are 4 separate cues that we link together on the fetch that you can use individually.
Many
Like,
people.
go get that, take it, bring it, give it, good girl, and then a treat. So we're linking 4 separate behaviors in one exercise. We teach it as the fetch game, but really we're going to separate them after they learn all the verbal cues and all the visual cues that we're giving when they're 4 different. You do this, you do well, you say take it, you can point for the take it.
Yeah.
You go bring it with the come.
Give it.
And then hand out, give it. So then you can use them individually later. There's a piece of paper or something that you want on the floor. You say, get it. They look around. You say, take it. You're pointing at it. Dogs understand points. They're one of the few animals that understand a point.
Yeah.
So when you point, they look. They see something, a ball, whatever it is, a toy, an item, a key, your keys. I have dogs that would pick up my keys. You say, bring it, your hand comes forward. So we have the come, which is recall, is the end of the exercise, and the give it, which everybody wants.
That's when you said fetch it first.
No, get it.
Get it. Pick up or catch it.
Right. I'll text it to you.
Okay.
But it's get it, take it, bring it, give it.
Yeah. Because I saw that many people start with the pick it up or catch it, the ball first.
Well, catch the ball is that's a different thing. They all seem to be able to catch the ball after a while. But the fetch is it's so valuable. It's very valuable.
I'll do that when I go to the big place that's open for dogs.
You could do again. You can do it anywhere, but learn it in the house first without distractions, and then go for the big, outside, the big outside. That's my recommendation. That make it reliable first, and then take it on the road after that.
Okay.
It makes it more reliable.
Okay. Let me see if she comes to my call.
Okay, you're playing with fire. Okay. I would also, you want to ensure success. When you call her, squeak a ball, make something exciting, give her a reason to come. Then when she comes, then the squeak toy. Then the click and treat.
Yes.
So we're looking for a little insurance for our success. And put me down on the ground so I can see her real good.
Yeah, yeah.
No squeak until you call her. She
Chica,
might come already as soon as she hears the squeak. No. Okay, come back over to me. Come back over to me.
she's coming.
I know, I didn't want that though, but see, that's exactly what I did not want. I want you to go,
Chica,
Chica, come, squeak toy. Okay, that's insurance. That's insurance that she's going to hear Chica come and want to come. That's the problem. Anytime you call her and she doesn't come, you lose. She's not winning. She's not winning a treat, and you're losing her recall.
that's right.
Okay, so you cannot do it unless you know you're going to win. You don't ask your dog to take that extra 20 centimeters when you know she's not going to do it. You only ask them to do it when you know they're going to win. That's the enrichment part of this, and if they don't do it, that's okay. You end it and move away.
Okay, now I understand.
Okay, because you have to end on a positive. Then you would just put her in a sit and then end the train, with a reward and treat, and then end the training. Right now, what's happening is she doesn't go the extra 20 centimeters and everything's over and she doesn't win. So she didn't learn anything. She only learns when she wins, when that reward center goes off and she goes, oh, I did it right.
Okay.
Very important point. It's very subtle, but it's important.
For her and make a noise, and she
Do
doesn't.
something to make it, I used to hide with my one dog. With this dog, I can't hide. If I run away, it bothers her. She doesn't understand.
Okay.
You got to make sure that they understand what's going on, that you're playing hide and go seek, or you're playing wait. I mean, she did very well on the recall. That was a straight recall. Sit. It was a sit, a stay, a wait, and then recall. 4 different exercises. Okay, went into what we just did, but each one individual works. So again, we hooked up behaviors. Once we get a little bit, like I say, more expert and more proficient, then we start linking up behaviors where we would do the fetch with get it. They turn around, you say wait, you say sit. They still got the ball in there. Okay. You say come, you say halt, you say down, you say sit, come. So here we're linking all those sophisticated behaviors together to get a really well-performing dog.
Okay.
And you don't click and treat until the end. In the beginning, you could.
That's right.
Okay. And remember, we have the 3 Ds to worry about. Remember the 3 Ds.
Distance,
Duration,
and drawing.
and distractions.
Distraction.
So that's, we learn it in the house without the distractions or in a closed environment. Okay. Then we go out to the park and show off for everybody, how our dogs can do these things, but they're not going to do it perfect out there. You're going to send them maybe a little too far distance. You wouldn't be able to get them to sit from a distance. So you work incrementally to increase the distance that you can toss the ball.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You in the beginning, down, sit, come. But after a while, you go down and you keep them there. Duration, sit, and you keep them there. And then the recall. So it shows you how you can link these behaviors in a string of behaviors that almost are like an obedience course.
What I was thinking, and I think I know that I'm going to win if I put a leash, short leash, wherever, because she feels that I'm in contact with her.
I like it. I like it. I think it's a good idea, and I think it's working.
It's
You
working.
know, it's working. We figured it out.
I took the leash and she runs. I put a short leash, and the problem is I don't want to leave her with the leash because yesterday we were thinking that she hurt the cruciate ligament. She was running and suddenly with the leash and suddenly stop and put the leg up, the hind leg. And we took her to the bed. And she found that she has a strain,
A strain?
but no rupture.
Wow.
And
Do
we
you know
are
how she did it?
the what?
Do you know how she did it?
I think that we have a dog that did similar. They was running and hold stand in the leash where it was running. And we
Was
need
this
to
outside? Outside?
be outside. And this is why I feel afraid of.
Was she pulling on the leash?
She was running and the leash got in she ran and put the foot in the leash.
Oh no. Huh. I had a cruciate ligament go on a Rottweiler I owned. She
Yeah.
was in the mud. She was in the mud, and she's tried to run, and it snapped. You can see it snap. I saw it. She went like that, and man, and then all of a sudden it was all wiggly, and she couldn't walk on it.
It was
But
like,
you'd be surprised they recover. Although my girl took almost about 4 or 5 months to recover, but she's so muscle bound.
yeah. That's a problem. This is why I don't even put a leash, but I tried to put a leash that is very short.
Well, I'm suggesting that for the house, not necessarily outside.
No, for the house.
Yeah, for the house, I like the shorter leash. This way it doesn't get caught on anything and you still have the control.
It's very small, they're very short.
All right, well, I think this was another good session. I think we've had good sessions all the way down the line, really.
I need to apply that.
Well, I can't be there, that much. You can always text me. If, like I said, if it's a physical thing, just do the best you can. I think in our 4 sessions we've had up until now, and we can review, the last session. I'll see what progress you made from this time, and we're just going to keep going. I think you're doing great. I really do. I'm very happy. Has your wife noticed the difference?
Yeah, she noticed some difference.
Good.
But I didn't think that I do good. I need to practice more.
I'm afraid that helps.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. All right. Well, do you want to make another appointment now? You just want to text me later?
I want to text you later.
All right. Let me know. Let me know your progress when you text me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll see you. So long.